My wealthy fiancé and his toxic mother forced me to sign a Pauper's prenup to ensure I got 0% of his money. I secretly signed it, but what they didn't know was that I was the anonymous tech billionaire funding his entire family business. I waited until the wedding reception to fire his whole family and leave him completely bankrupt. For 3 years, my fiancé, Caleb, and his mother, Victoria, treated me like a charity case. Caleb came from an old money family that owned a massive national logistics company, and Victoria never missed an opportunity to remind me that I was just a poor middle-class girl who wasn't in their social league. I tolerated their condescending remarks because I genuinely loved Caleb and believed he was different from his elitist mother. But 2 weeks before our luxury wedding, the mask completely slipped. Victoria and Caleb cornered me in a lawyer's office and handed me a brutal 60-page prenuptial agreement. Victoria smirked and called it a Pauper's prenup. It stated that if we divorced, I would receive absolutely zero alimony, zero assets, and if I even dared to contest it, I would have to pay their family millions in legal penalties. Caleb looked me dead in the eye and said, "If you don't sign this, the wedding is off. My family's wealth needs protection from people like you." What Caleb and his arrogant mother completely failed to realize was that I didn't need a single cent of their family money. In fact, it was the exact opposite. Under a highly classified corporate pseudonym and an anonymous offshore holding company, I was the sole creator and owner of the automated tracking software that powered 90% of the global shipping industry. And guess who their family logistics company's biggest, most critical corporate investor was? Me. I had single-handedly kept their failing family business afloat for the past year by injecting $15 million through my anonymous venture capital firm, simply because I wanted to surprise Caleb after our wedding. Instead of crying or arguing, I calmly picked up the pen and signed their ridiculous prenup with a smile. They thought they had successfully trapped and humiliated a helpless girl. The wedding day arrived. It was a massive multi-million-dollar event filled with elite high society guests, corporate CEOs, and politicians. During the wedding reception, Victoria stood up with a champagne glass, looked directly at me, and gave a horribly passive-aggressive speech, publicly hinting to the entire room that I was lucky they let a nobody marry into their legacy. Caleb was smirking, completely confident that he now legally owned me. The moment she finished speaking, I walked up to the stage, took the microphone, and looked at the giant projector screens meant for our wedding slideshow. I smiled at Caleb and said, "You were right, Caleb. Your family legacy needs protection, but you forgot to check who actually owns it." I clicked a button on my phone. The screen flashed from our romantic photos to an official certified corporate termination notice from my venture capital firm. It revealed my real legal name as the ultimate owner and chairperson of the holding company. The document clearly stated that due to severe ethical violations, my firm was immediately pulling all $15 million of funding, revoking their software licenses, and calling in their massive loans effective immediately. The entire reception hall went dead silent. Caleb's face turned completely ash gray. Victoria literally fainted into her chair, dropping her glass. Without my software and funding, their entire family empire was legally bankrupt within 60 seconds. Caleb fell to his knees, begging me for forgiveness, screaming that it was all his mother's fault. I looked down at him, ripped off my diamond ring, tossed it at his face, and walked out of the venue into my private limousine. Thanks to their own Pauper's prenup, they couldn't touch a single dollar of my actual billionaire fortune, and they are now completely ruined.